Welcome to AMC online class. This is Dipankar Datta, lecturer, Department of English, Anandamohan College, Mymensingh. And this class is presented for the students of honors second year under affiliated colleges of National University. Today, I am going to discuss on English literature, especially the Romantic Age. You know, the Romantic Age is a glorious age in English history, and this age has added a new chapter in English literature. So, today's topics: what is Romanticism, why the age is important, the main characteristics of Romanticism, and the background of the Romantic poets and their major works. At first, we will discuss what is Romanticism. Romanticism is an artistic, literary, musical, and intellectual movement that originated in Europe towards the end of the 18th century. Romanticism started in the late 18th century with the first generation Romantic poets William Blake, William Wordsworth, and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And it is continued into the 19th century with the second generation Romantic poets John Keats, Percy Bysshe Shelley, George Gordon, Lord Byron. Then, why the age is important? The age is important because in this age, lyrical ballads is published. William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge have jointly published this book, and this book is a collection of poems. Dear learners, your progression of studies have been hampered due to the aggression of global pandemic. Though its vulnerability was reduced in the last few days, it is spreading again in recent times. You have to be careful about yourself and your family members in winter. For this, we have to use mask, maintain social distance, and take nutritious foods. Then move to the next slide. Main characteristics of Romanticism. These are anti-classical, interest in country life, presentation of common life, love of liberty and freedom, escape to the Middle Age, predominance of imagination and emotion, supernaturalism, subjectivity, lyricism, and simplicity. Then move to another slide. However, I will discuss the background of the Romantic poets and their works one by one. At first, William Blake, 1757 to 1827. William Blake was the most mystical and metaphysical poet of the Romantic revival during 18th century. He was the last great poet of that time. His poetry is full of symbolism and mysticism. The use of symbolism has added new dimension to his lyrics. He was in revolt against the religious traditions of his days. Naturalism and mysticism are very obvious in his poetry. He has focused the simplicity of life in the songs of innocence. On the other hand, he has focused fake nature, that is, the pious, blind belief, child labor, torture, hypotactic love, religious misinterpretation, the blood of exploited women in the songs of experience. His praiseworthy poems is Songs of Innocence and Experience. Then William Wordsworth, 1770 to 1850. William Wordsworth was called a poet of nature and also called a pantheist. His love of nature became the guide of his life. His love of nature is perhaps truer, more sincere and loving than any other English poets. Nature was the lifeblood of his poetry. He had a complete philosophy of nature. He believed that there is a divine spirit pervading all objects of nature. The belief finds a complete expression in the poem Tinterneve. However, Romantic era begins through the publications of lyrical ballads. William Wordsworth, along with Coleridge, was published this book, and this book was revolt against new classical rules and tradition. And the book was a stronger expression of romantic tendencies. His praiseworthy works are lyrical ballads, The Excursion, The Prelude, Tinterneve, Ode on the Intimations of Immortality, Michael, Solitary Repair, and so on. Then move to another slide. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, 1772-1834. Coleridge is one of the greatest romantic poets in English literature. Of all the romantic poets, he was the most truly romantic, and he was the bosom friend of William Wordsworth. Coleridge is considered as a supernatural poet. He creates an atmosphere of mystery or supernaturalism in his poems, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan. His supernaturalism is suggestive, psychological, refined, not crude and sensational like that of Scott. His famous poems are The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, Kubla Khan, Isabel, Biographia Literaria, and so on. Then John Keats, 1795 to 1821. John Keats is called a poet of sensuousness. Sensuousness means the organic touch of an object. A man has 5 sensuous organs, that is, eyes, nose, ear, tongue, and skin. Through these sensuous organs, a man enjoys anything and achieves experience. He is interested in the physical sides of the beauty, color, smell, taste of an object or beauty is enjoyed through sensuous organs. His famous poems are Ode to Nightingale, Ode on Melancholy, Ode on a Grecian Urn, Ode to Psyche, To Autumn, and so on. Among these poems, To Autumn is considered as a sensuous poem, and he was also inspired by Hellenism or Greek art. Then move to the next slide. Percy Bysshe Shelley, 1792-1822. Shelley was a reformer and revolutionary poet. He is very disappointed observing the exploitation and domination in the society. In this sense, he is pessimistic, but he desires that very soon this exploitation and domination will be fade away. According to him, west wind destroys the old leaves and preserves the new seeds. At the same way, all evil will be removed through revolution like the west wind. His famous poems are Adonis, Ode to the West Wind, To a Skylar, Prometheus Unbound, and so on. Then finally, George Gordon Lord Byron, 1788 to 1821. Byron is a poet of satire, mockery, and enthusiasm. In his hands, English poetry became European for the first time. His poetic significance lies in his satiric art. He was an uncompromising champion of liberty and democracy and saw a stronger hater of all duplicity and hypocrisies. He is a realistic rather than a romantic poet. He looks at nature with his classical eyes. The Byronic heroes are essentially projections of Byron's own personality, his likings and dislikings. In fact, the Byronic hero is the person of Byron himself. Don Juan is a Byronic hero. His famous poems are Don Juan, Heaven and Earth, Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, The Vision of Judgment, and so on. Dear learners, if you feel any problem or troubles to understand my lecture, then you will inbox me or send a message in my message box. I will try to my level best to answer your questions. Thanks to all.